Yo, what is up everybody? And I'm back with another video, and this one is for all my fellow travelers out there. Listen up because this is important. We're talking about airline carry-on rules for 2025. Are you ready for this? Airlines are changing their carry-on rules, and if you don't know what's up, you could be in for a world of hurt. We're talking about your bag getting rejected at the gate, having to check your bag last minute, dealing with ridiculous fees, just a whole lot of unnecessary stress. But don't worry, I got you. In this video, I'm going to break down all the new rules you need to know so you can avoid all those headaches and travel like a pro. Okay, so first up, let's talk about carry-on size. For years, every single airline and their mother had their own size requirements, right? It was like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded, just a complete mess. But guess what? They've finally gotten their act together and agreed on a single standard size for carry-ons. Most airlines are on board with this, finally. So, what are these magical dimensions, you ask? It's 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches. That's 56 centimeters by 36 centimeters by 23 centimeters for all my international friends. And listen, this includes everything, your handles, your wheels, the whole shebang. Now you might be thinking, okay HC, this is great news, finally some consistency. But here's the catch, and there's always a catch. More than half, and I'm not exaggerating here, more than half of carry-on bags out there right now are actually too big for these new rules. Yeah, you heard that right. So, before you even think about booking that next flight, whip out that measuring tape and check your bag. And I mean really check it, don't eyeball it and hope for the best. If your bag doesn't fit in the new size checking bins, you're going to be stuck checking your bag and nobody wants to deal with that. Alright, now let's talk about weight limits because those are changing too. Look, I get it, we all try to stuff our carry-ons like a Thanksgiving turkey. But those days are over, my friends. Airlines are finally cracking down on overweight bags and they're not playing around. Most airlines now have a strict weight limit of 8 to 10 kilograms, that's about 17 to 22 pounds. And they're not messing around. You got random weight checks at check-in, weight checks at the gate. Some places even have those built-in scales at the self-check-in kiosks. They're watching. And you know what happens when you go over those weight limits? Boom! Hit with those lovely overweight baggage fees and nobody wants to start their trip off like that. But I got a pro tip for you. If your bag's a little on the heavy side, wear your heaviest clothes and shoes on the plane. Seriously, airlines don't weigh passengers, at least not yet, so use that to your advantage. Make your outfit part of your luggage strategy. Next up, let's talk about personal items. Now this is where things get a little tricky. Your personal item, you know, your purse, your backpack, your laptop bag, whatever you're rocking, it's got to fit under the seat in front of you. And I mean completely fit, no ifs, ands, or buts. The new standard size for personal items is 18 inches by 14 inches by 8 inches, or 45 centimeters by 35 centimeters by 20 centimeters. And airlines are getting really strict about this. If your personal item's too big, you're gonna have to check it, and that means more fees. So, pack smart, pack light, and remember every little bit of space counts. Okay, let's talk about liquids. This is a big one and it's constantly changing, so listen up. The good news is that some airports are finally starting to phase out that dreaded 311 rule. You know what I'm talking about? That rule where you have to squeeze all your liquids into tiny little bottles like you're some kind of chemist. Now thanks to fancy new scanning technology, you might be able to bring full-size liquids through security. I know, it's about time. But, and this is a big but, this isn't universal yet. Some airports still live in the dark ages and make you stick to those travel-size bottles. So here's the deal. Always, and I mean always, pack your travel-size liquids in a clear bag just in case. If your departure airport is cool with full-size liquids, awesome. Keep those bad boys in a separate, easy-to-access pocket so you can just grab them quickly if you need to. If your connecting airport is still stuck in the past, no worries, you can just toss those travel-size bottles in your carry-on and you're good to go. The key here is to be prepared because these liquid rules are changing faster than the price of airline tickets. Chapter 5. Electronics and batteries, don't get caught with dead devices. Alright, next up, let's talk electronics and batteries. Now this is where things get really interesting. Airlines are stepping up their security game, which is a good thing, but it also means new rules for your gadgets. Here's the deal. If your device can't power on during a security check, it's a no-go. They won't let you bring it on the plane, period. So, make sure everything is charged before you get to the airport. And I'm not just talking about your phone. Laptop, tablet, camera, headphones, smartwatch, everything. Now, if you're carrying a power bank, pay attention to the wattage. Anything under 100 watt-hours is usually fine. But, if you're rocking a power bank between 100 and 160 watt-hours, you might need airline approval, so check with your airline before you fly. And one more thing. Most airlines have a limit on the number of battery-powered devices you can bring on board. It's usually around 15 to 20 devices, which sounds like a lot, but it can add up quickly. Phones, laptops, cameras, headphones, earbuds, smartwatches, fitness trackers, e-readers, the list goes on and on. Pro tip, always, and I mean always, keep a charging cable in your personal item. You never know when you might need to juice up your devices. Chapter 6. Smart Luggage. Not so smart anymore? Now if you're a fan of smart luggage, those high-tech suitcases with all the bells and whistles, you need to listen up because things are changing in the world of smart luggage too. New regulations state that all smart luggage must have removable batteries. That's right, removable. If the battery's not removable, your bag's not going on the plane. So, before you drop a ton of cash on a fancy new suitcase, make sure it complies with these new regulations. And while we're on the topic of smart luggage, let's talk about GPS trackers. Now GPS trackers are great for keeping tabs on your bag, but make sure they don't use lithium batteries because those are a big no-no for airlines. And finally, USB charging ports, those are usually fine, but again, only if the battery can be removed. So if you're in the market for a new suitcase, make sure it checks all the boxes, removable batteries, no lithium batteries in those GPS trackers, and you're good to go. Chapter 7. Overhead Bin Wars: The Battle for Space. Okay, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, overhead bin space. We all know that overhead bin space is like prime real estate on an airplane, and things are about to get even more competitive. Here's the deal. Airlines are cracking down on who gets to use those precious overhead bins. Some airlines are now assigning overhead bin space based on what kind of ticket you got. So if you're flying basic economy, you might be the last one to board, which means all those prime bin spots are long gone. And if the bins are full, guess what? You're checking your bag, even if it fits all the size and weight requirements. But don't worry, I got you covered. Here are a few pro tips to help you win the overhead bin wars. First up, board early. Keep an eye on your boarding group and get to the gate early so you're not stuck at the back of the line. Second, choose a smaller carry-on bag if you can. That way, if the overhead bins are full, you can just slide your bag under the seat in front of you and you're good to go. And finally, if you really want to up your game, use priority boarding perks. Airline loyalty programs, credit cards, there are tons of ways to skip the line and snag that coveted overhead bin space. Outrow, fly safe and stay informed. So there you have it, guys, the new carry-on rules for 2025. It's a whole new world out there. But don't stress. Just remember to plan ahead, pack smart, and you'll be good to go. Measure your bags, weigh your bags, charge your electronics, and keep an eye on those liquid rules because they're changing all the time. Oh, and don't forget to board early if you want to win the overhead bin battle. Now I want to hear from you. Have you run into any new carry-on restrictions while traveling? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want to stay ahead of the game and learn even more about travel in 2025, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. Safe travels, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.